Most musicians make money from albums and tours. They sell records, they play concerts, they sign endorsement deals. But one woman built something no artist has ever built before. She re-recorded her entire discography to own it. She broke every touring record in history. She became a billionaire from music alone, not makeup, not fashion, just this is Taylor Swift, the woman who took over entertainment and proved that owning your art is the ultimate power move. The girl who moved to Nashville, Taylor Allison Swift, was born on December 13, 1989 in Reading, Pennsylvania. Today, at 34 years old, she's worth an estimated $16 billion and is the richest female musician in history. But Taylor didn't inherit fame. She built it from scratch with relentless determination. Taylor grew up on a Christmas tree farm in Pennsylvania. Her parents weren't wealthy, but they were comfortable. Her father was a financial advisor, her mother a homemaker. As a child, Taylor was obsessed with music. She sang at karaoke contests, local events, and anywhere she could get on stage. At age 10, Taylor discovered country music and fell in love with it. She wanted to be a country star. But there was a problem. Pennsylvania wasn't Nashville. If you wanted to make it in country music, you had to be in Nashville, Tennessee. At age 11, Taylor convinced her parents to drive her to Nashville. She walked into record labels and handed out demo CDs. Every label rejected her. She was too young. She wasn't ready. Come back later. Most kids would have quit. Taylor didn't. At age 14, Taylor made her parents move the entire family to Nashville so she could pursue her dream full time.
Well, we had been coming into Nashville for months and months to meet with people and just get acquainted with the town and the industry and everything.
Her father transferred his job. They uprooted their lives, all for Taylor's dream. In Nashville, Taylor played at every venue that would have her. She wrote songs constantly. She knocked on every door. At age 14, she became the youngest artist ever signed to Sony ATV Music Publishing as a songwriter. At age 15, she signed a record deal with Big Machine Records, an independent country label. Taylor was on her way, the albums that built a career. In 2006, at age 16, Taylor released her self-titled debut album, Taylor Swift. The album featured songs she'd written as a teenager about heartbreak, high school, and growing up. Songs like Tim McGraw, Teardrops on My Guitar, and Our Song became country hits. The album sold over 5 million copies in the U.S., a massive success for a teenage country artist. But Taylor was just getting started. In 2008, Taylor released Fearless, and it changed everything. Fearless wasn't just country story and You Belong With Me, played on pop radio alongside country stations. Fearless sold over 12 million copies worldwide and won Album of the Year at the Grammys, making Taylor the youngest artist ever to win that award. Over the next decade, Taylor released album after album, each one evolving her sound. Speak Now 2010, Red 2012, 1989 2014, Reputation 2017, Lover 2019, Folklore and Evermore 2019. Each album topped charts. The ownership war that changed everything. But behind Taylor's success was a dark problem. She didn't own her music. When Taylor signed with Big Machine Records at age 15, she gave them ownership of her master recordings. Masters are the original recordings of song. Whoever owns the masters controls the music and earns the royalties. For years, Taylor tried to buy her masters back from Big Machine. They refused. Then, in 2019, Scooter Braun, a music manager Taylor had publicly feuded with, bought Big Machine Records for $300 million. Scooter now owned Taylor's first 6 albums, the music she'd written, performed, and built her career on. Taylor was devastated and furious. She wrote on Tumblr, "This is my worst case scenario. I was given an opportunity to buy my masters, but had to sign a contract that said I would make more albums for Big Machine before I could. I chose to leave." Taylor made a bold decision. She would re-record all her old albums and own the new versions. Starting in 2021, Taylor began releasing Taylor's version, re-recordings of her albums Fearless, Red, Speak Now, 1989. Each re-recorded album outsold the originals. Fans listened to Taylor's versions, not Scooter's. Taylor's strategy worked. She reclaimed her music. She proved artists don't need to accept losing their work. The Eras Tour, the $1 billion concert. In 2023, Taylor launched the Eras Tour, a concert celebrating every era of her career. The tour was supposed to be a standard stadium tour. It became the biggest concert event in history. The Eras Tour statistics: over 150 shows across 5 continents, over 10 million tickets sold, $2 billion plus in ticket revenue, the highest grossing tour in history. 3 5-hour concerts with 44 songs per show. Ticket demand was so insane that Ticketmaster crashed when pre-sale began, sparking congressional hearings about monopolistic practices. Fans waited hours in online queues. Tickets resold for thousands of dollars. Taylor performed in stadiums holding 50,000, 70,000 people. Every show sold out. But Taylor didn't just break records. She boosted entire local economies. Cities where Taylor performed saw hotel bookings, restaurant sales, and tourism spike. Economists called it the Taylor Swift economic effect. One study estimated the Eras Tour generated $5 billion in economic impact across the U.S. Taylor also released a concert film, Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, which grossed over $250 million worldwide, the highest grossing concert film ever, the Billionaire milestone. In October 2023, Forbes declared Taylor Swift a billionaire, estimating her net worth at $1 billion. By 2024, her net worth reached an estimated $1.6 billion. What makes Taylor unique? She's the first musician to become a billionaire primarily from music, not side businesses like makeup, fashion, or alcohol. Taylor's wealth breakdown: $600 million from touring and ticket sales, $600 million from music catalog and royalties, $200 million from streaming revenue, $200 million from real estate. Compare this to other musician billionaires. Rihanna billionaire from Fenty Beauty makeup, not music. Jay-Z billionaire from investments, liquor, and businesses beyond music. Kanye West billionaire from Yeezy fashion. Taylor is the first to do it purely. Chronicles Taylor's personal life has been tabloid fodder for years. Her relationships have inspired countless songs and endless media coverage. Notable relationships include Joe Jonas, Taylor Lautner, Jake Gyllenhaal, Harry Styles, Calvin Harris, Tom Hiddleston, Joe Alwyn, Travis Kelce, 2023 present, NFL star. Taylor has been criticized for writing songs about her exes. Critics called her petty and vindictive. But Taylor turned it into her brand. Her fans loved the emotional honesty. Her exes became part of her mythology. Her relationship with Travis Kelce, a Kansas City Chiefs tight end, has become a cultural phenomenon. Taylor attends his NFL games. The camera cuts to her constantly. NFL viewership among young women has skyrocketed. Taylor has weaponized her relationships into storytelling, marketing, and cultural moments. The political awakening. For years, Taylor stayed silent on politics. She avoided controversy. She didn't endorse candidates. Then, in 2018, everything changed. Taylor endorsed Democratic candidates in Tennessee and spoke out against Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn. Conservative fans were outraged. Some burned her albums. Others said she should shut up and sing. But Taylor didn't back down. She's since spoken out on LGBTQ+, right? Women's reproductive rights, voting rights, racial justice. In 2020, Taylor endorsed Joe Biden for president and criticized Donald Trump. Taylor's activism has cost her some fans, but gained her respect and new supporters. The business empire. Taylor doesn't just make music. She runs a business empire. Real estate. Taylor owns properties worth over $150 million: penthouse in New York City, mansion in Beverly Hills, beachfront estate in Rhode Island, homes in Nashville. Publishing. Taylor owns her own publishing company, controlling her songwriting copyrights. Merchandise. Taylor's merchandise generates tens of millions annually. Brand partnerships. Taylor has worked with brands like Apple, Capital One, and Diet Coke, earning millions. But Taylor is selective. She doesn't endorse random products. Every partnership aligns with her brand, the record breaker. Taylor holds more records than almost any artist in history. Most streamed artist on Spotify multiple years. Most American Music Awards wins 40. Most Billboard Music Awards wins 39. 12 Grammy Awards, including 4 Album of the Year wins most ever. First artist to occupy all top 10 Billboard Hot 100 spots simultaneously. The criticism and controversy. Taylor isn't universally loved. Critiques include overexposure. Some say Taylor is everywhere, dominating culture too much. Privilege, critics say. Taylor benefited from being white in country music and pop. Feuds. Taylor has had public conflicts with Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Katy Perry, and others. Private jet usage. Environmental activists criticized Taylor's frequent private jet travel. Taylor addressed her carbon footprint by purchasing carbon offsets, though critics say that's not enough. The legacy being written. At 34, Taylor Swift is at the peak of her power. She's redefining what it means to be a musician in the 21st century. She's proved that artists can reclaim their work, that touring can generate billions, that ownership beats everything. She's inspired a generation of young women to write their own stories, own their own art, and refuse to be controlled. From a Christmas tree farm in Pennsylvania to a 1.6 billion empire. From Nashville rejection to global domination. From teenage country singer to the woman who took over entertainment. That's the story of Taylor Swift, the artist who proved that owning your work is the ultimate revenge, and that one woman with a guitar can conquer the world. If you enjoyed learning how Taylor Swift became a billionaire by reclaiming her music and building the biggest entertainment empire of her generation, let us know who we should profile next. The future of the industry belongs to those who own their art, and we're revealing how they're doing it.